Has anyone ever heard of the Eniwetok Atoll, or even know what an atoll is? I would like to inform the class today on the Eniwetok Atoll, the United States' involvement in nuclear bomb testing there. I'm talking to you today about this because most people have never even heard of the Eniwetok Atoll or even know what an atoll is. And not to mention the United States involvement there doing nuclear bomb testing. I'd like you to take a second and picture pristine, crystal clear blue water, palm and coconut trees swaying in a warm tropical breeze, white sand, coral reefs. If you can picture this in your mind, you're actually seeing one of the islands that form an atoll in the Marshall Islands. I'd like to begin talking to you about what the United States involvement was in the Marshall Islands. The United States used their islands, relocated the people from there in 1946, and then in 1948 they started to do a series of nuclear bomb testing on the atoll. I guess I should say first what an atoll is for people that don't know. NationalGeographic.com states that an atoll is a coral ring or a series of small islands that form a lagoon with channels that lead into the wide open ocean. I guess I should also mention that I'm going to be referring for a lot of material that I've got from marshallislands.eniwetok.gov website. Getting back to the nuclear testing, they removed the people and located them to another atoll, and then they started doing testing in 1948. They started with the Operation Sandstone, which was the first of many different tests there. And they did all types of tests. They detonated an over-the-water blast from a big balloon. And they also did many near-surface and subsurface detonations were conducted there. In all, there was a total of 42 tests were conducted on the atoll. After all this testing was done, the islands were kind of stayed idle for a while. The United States used it for some sort of defense operations or what have you. But in 1977, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force all joined together in a joint effort to do a major cleanup project, and it was headed by the Defense Nuclear Agency. The cleanup consisted of removing all radioactive and non-radioactive debris, as well as all the radioactive soil. They took all this nuclear waste and they buried it in this big crater that was formed from one of the prior nuclear blasts. The crater was located on the island of Runit. Then they used this Portland cement and they created a huge cap or a dome to seal that crater. Upon the completion of the cleanup in 1980, the Marshallese people were able to return home. I'd like to go over what we talked about a little bit. We talked about what an atoll is. We talked about where it's located. It's located in the Marshall Islands. And we also talked about the United States involvement in nuclear bomb testing on the atoll, as well as the cleanup project. I would like to thank you all for listening to this speech. 4,000 service members took part of the cleanup on the atoll from 1977 to 1980. I was one of them. I actually spent a year of my life there, and despite all that happened in the atoll many years ago, it was a beautiful tropical paradise. I'm glad the Marshallese people have their home back. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.